Hey, what is up guys, this is DJ Class Smasher bringing you another episode of Clash Royale with close battles from New Mexico. So I'm going to start off with MV Bronco here. It's going to show you the deck that he currently uses, and he's fighting against an Expo deck in this specific video right here. So that guy's pretty much giving him some attitude. Espinito is being a little attitudey, and you know how that goes. That just triggers this fire inside you that makes you just want to beat him up real quick. So let's see how MV Bronco handles this. So he's going to start a push on the right side because the other guy tried to start a push on the left. He tried a fireball, but that didn't work out so well. So things aren't looking so good for MV Bronco at this point, and especially when it comes to that Expo. He tries to take it down, but then he gets arrowed real quick. So he tried to put the fire spears to see if they would jump over the bridge, since it looked like it was pretty close, but that didn't work out so well. He tried to do a bar brush, elite bar brush, which works out real good, especially if you catch them off guard or if they don't have enough elixir to get to stop your bar brush, because usually that'll take down your tower. So that was a great attempt by him. So now he tries to do the same thing again with the minions to try to stop it, but he put the giant down in time just so that the Expo won't be hitting his tower. So then he bar brush right to the Expo, that way he can stop it from hitting the tower as much. But his tower, just look at it, it's almost down. That guy tries to put an Expo one more time, and just check this out, guys. So right now, pretty much Chris is defending MV Bronco right here, and look at this, guys. He came back and he just starts laughing hysterically because he just couldn't believe that comeback. And Espinito, I don't know what he was laughing about. He was probably just trying to play it off, but he was probably dying on the inside. Anyways, so MV Bronco brings us another close battle right here. This time he's facing against the Sparky, the good old Sparky. So he puts the giant to try to take some hits. He didn't have anything to back it up, so he couldn't really do too much against the Sparky at that point. He did place the minions on the top to try to take it down, but it wasn't on time. Sparky was still able to get a hit, and those hits are pretty deadly. They do a lot of damage, as you can see right there. So MV Bronco's tower is almost down. It's already at 3 hit points, and now the other guy's trying to start a push. So MV Bronco tries to weaken the Sparky by throwing a fireball and getting the tower. I would recommend maybe waiting next time, just because you don't get too much value, since it doesn't really take out the Sparky, and you can probably wait until they start throwing more troops and fireball the whole thing. But he still did a good job of stopping Sparky at that point before it was too late. So now he's gonna try to bar brush, but this guy's trying to bring in the balloon to try to take it in for the win. Luckily, he was able to stop the balloon in time, and now he's gonna have to face that witch. The enemy throws in the Skarmy to stop his barbs and everything. I mean his musketeers at that point, but now he tried to do a bar brush. It didn't work so well. Now he's going to the left to go ahead and push with his giant, and now he does the bar brush. And look at that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's the bar brush right there. If you don't stop it, it's gonna take over your tower right away. So now he's trying to defend against this guy because his main tower is weakened. So he's slowly trying to push on the left side, and he's doing a good job of defending. So he's throwing some fireballs here and there just to kind of start weakening that tower. So now let's see what he does. He's able to defend that Skarmy, and now he's throwing in the musketeer, and the musketeer, look at that, guys, gets that hit in right before he gets finished. So that was a crazy comeback by MV Bronco, and was able to take the win. So right here we have Drifts. He also has a very close call, and the reason why I'm putting all these guys is because I got a lot of videos that because I was asking my teammates to post them, and on the first one I got a pretty good amount, but then I didn't realize that I got even more at the end, so I had to make a part 2, guys, because these battles are pretty dang close. These might be a little closer than the ones from yesterday, so I just wanted to show you these. So right here, Drifts, he's usually our 1 or 2 guy when it comes to his trophy, so he's a pretty good trophy pusher. So if you want a good royal giant deck, this would be the one to copy. He does a very great job at pushing. So right here he's facing a giant musketeer combo, and those are pretty tough to face, especially when they put the musketeers in the middle, and they can just tear down your tower if you're not prepared. So you always have to keep your toes up just to make sure that you're able to defend against that. So he throws in the fireball to try to take out some of the some of the barbs and a little bit of the tower, it didn't go as well, but he was still able to get a good chunk of that tower down. So now he's going to throw in the Royal Giant to try to get some more hits in the main tower. I mean, in that first tower, so he was able to take that part down at least. And now he's trying to defend the tower that's weakened right at this time. He's not able to defend it fully. As you can see, the Giant was still able to get that last hit. So now, this is where it starts getting a little crazy, guys. He's trying to defend against that Giant right there, which did a big push right there. And then the enemy did a great job of placing the Giant so that the elite barbarians are kind of stuck trying to kill the Giant. So look, this is where it's crazy, guys. You see how they he placed the musketeers right there? That's a way to try to get some quick hit points, but the good thing is that Drifts was ready to go. He was ready to defend and was expecting the musketeers. So he was able to get that last hit, and watch, guys, he was able to pick up that win. So that was pretty crazy. Great battle between those two, and he was able to get the win for New Mexico. Alright, so this one is pretty crazy. This one was a friendly battle. It was Blackwater versus his friend, I guess. And he's going to show us an interesting deck because he is going to be using the Giant Skeleton guy and the Balloon, and he's also got a Clone Spill, so you don't see Clone Spill too often, and not that many people like it in the first place. And he's facing against the Golem, and just facing against the Golem is kind of difficult because that thing can tank so much, and sometimes even if you try to stop it, like there's just so many things that it can get. Like it can usually take down a lot of your tower if you're not prepared for it. So you definitely want to try to stop it as soon as possible. So right here, I don't know why he placed the minions right there. I would have probably waited a little bit until the minions got to the tower. That way I can take out the minions, and then after that the minions will start going for the Golem. Because the way he used them, his minions pretty much died off real quick and didn't really do too much, didn't give him too much value. But at least he was able to stop the Golem. So this guy tries to push again with the Golem because, you know, if you don't stop that Golem, it can just tank so much. As you can see right there, look, it's still tanking. So now he tries to push over there with the Balloon, and he threw in a Wizard just to try to get some more hit points. So this is where it starts getting a little crazy because the enemy is pretty much doing a lot of damage on this guy, and it looks like it's over. So just check this out, guys. This is where it gets crazy, and he finally uses the Clone Spell right there, and double Big Bomb, boom, gets the win. Great job, Blackwater. Alright, so this one right here, guys, I was meaning to show this one yesterday too, but I completely spaced out and forgot about this pretty close battle. Check it out. So it's going to be Heinrich right here, and he tries to do that bar brush, and he does a very good job of doing it. He is able to, you know, you always have, whenever you do a bar brush, you have to have something that's going to help you out. So you have to have a zap or arrows or a fireball, and you just have to be ready. So put your finger over the spot where you think they're going to drop something and be ready to drop it, because if you can save those barbs for a little while longer, you can definitely take most of the tower or get a good chunk of hit points off. So he did a very great job there. So he tries to do another push on the left side, and he doesn't have too many things to take out airs, so just keep that in mind, guys, as this attack goes on. So he had to use the rocket there, and this is where it gets a little crazy because the only thing he has left is this guy right here, the Executioner. So he was able to still take out the Inferno Dragon, but it was pretty much with a cost because the Executioner didn't make it alive. So now the other guy's trying to make a push on the other side, the other lane that he hasn't touched at all. But Heinrich is still at the advantage at this point. So let's see what happens. Like I said, guys, he doesn't really have too much defense against air. So that kind of sucks because if they keep pushing you, especially if they have a lot of, if they're heavy on air, it makes it very inconvenient and it makes it hard to try to defend against it. But he still did a great job of defending and doing very well against this guy. And then look at this, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. Look at that fireball, real slow. And what's gonna happen? Alright, so as you can see, guys, they went to sudden death, and look at this. He throws in the rocket, and boom, right at the same time, in sudden death. Look at that, guys. So right now they were at draw already, and they're in sudden death, and they're still in sudden death right now. So the battle still continues, and it was just so crazy how he just throws in that rocket, and the other guy zapped just in time. So that was a pretty crazy matchup. Let's see how he does right here. So it looks like he's trying to make a push over here, but the other guy's doing pretty good at stopping him. And Nothing happens here. It was just a draw, guys, but it was a real intense draw. So thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions, any comments or concerns, please let me know. Go ahead and comment below. Give me a like and subscribe and let your friends know, because like I said, I'm growing this channel and I'm hoping to bring some good content for you guys. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Goodbye.